Three words for you. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. What do we treat ourselves to? Clothes. Treat yourself. Fragrances. Treat yourself. Massages. Treat yourself. Mimosas. Treat yourself. Fine leather goods. Treat yourself. It's the best day of the year. The best day of the year.
Every day is the best. Welcome to
Yes.
the Treat Yourself podcast.
Treat yourself. Yes.
I'm your co-host.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't you introduce the host first?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
your host, Florence.
Hi, I am the host. I'm Florence. How are you? I'm trying to get used to this mic. I feel like it's in my facial way. Oh, wait. And then you can't even see me at all.
Can you still hear?
Yeah. I think so. Let me do this instead. All right. Now I think that's a better view. But now I feel like I'm slouching, which is bad for posture. Okay. Maybe this is good.
Why'd
All
you
right.
get sexy voice all of a sudden?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You kinda like that.
You know.
You're doing night moves. B103.
That's what it sounds like. I feel like whenever you're in front of a mic, it's supposed to be the sexy voice, that for the lover's voice. Hello. Yes. That's what it's supposed to be. Hi. So this is the co-host. Hi. Say hi, Nate.
Man, it took a long time to
I
get
know
my
it
co-host.
took a
in there.
long
But
time.
I'm in here.
But
Yep.
no.
What's
We
going
started
on?
with co-host and then we went to host, and we're back to co-host. So yeah, this is Nate. Hey,
Hey, folks.
deuces.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
how y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I haven't seen you in like a whole week.
Yeah, that's crazy. We usually see each other quite often.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
we work together,
We work.
co-workers.
Co-workers.
Went to school together as
Went to
well.
school
So
together.
a little bit about us.
Yeah.
We met at
Howard. Yeah. I knew the answer.
Yeah, you knew the answer.
It wasn't a trick question. I knew the answer.
Yep, many moons ago.
It wasn't that many moons now.
It was pretty moony.
Someone said that I looked 28 earlier this week, not yesterday. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got caught at the
Look
store
at
the
you.
other day. So,
look at you.
Yep, gray hair and all.
Look at that.
Yep. And
think they're just
don't
being
ask me to take my hat
complimentary.
off. It's not happening.
What? Oh, is it like LL Cool J, like before he got on
we'll say
TV?
that.
Yeah.
Lick my lips. Shout out to LL.
LL. Ow. Yeah. So, okay, we met at Howard. That was a thing.
Yep, a long time ago.
It wasn't that long. Okay. First of all.
And we've been working with each other for probably in some capacity the last, 6-7 years?
I guess so, in some capacity.
Some capacity, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And about a week ago,
Yeah. What happened a week ago?
you had a novel idea to
Record a podcast?
record a podcast.
I
and
did.
here we are.
I'm novel. Can you believe it? That sounds like a very fancy word.
Yeah.
I am novel. So we're going to see how this works. And this podcast is to promote the business that we're working on together now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
It's in the self-care space. So a lot of people, especially people of color, are not well versed in how to take care of themselves. A lot of times we think quick trip to Atlanta or Miami is how we get our groove back. But
Wow.
there's a lot of things that we could be doing to take care of ourselves, from simple to extravagant, and that's what we're going to be covering.
Is it bad that I just booked a trip to Houston to get my
To
groove
treat
back?
yourself.
To treat myself?
Listen. Treat yourself comes in so many forms, so
Treat
many
myself.
fashions.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you do a lot with treat yourself.
All right.
You know, you can take a trip to Houston.
So it's
Treat
not
yourself.
bad that you go to Atlanta,
Treat yourself.
but there are just other things that you can do to treat yourself. So
Facts.
we're going to talk about all of those things. Most of them coming from the self-care planner that I wrote for 2022 and 2023. So
Shameless plug.
shameless plug, absolutely. But that's how we're going to get our content. So you should know. You can also get it and follow along with us.
Yeah,
So
it's like our beginner's guide to getting better at taking care of yourself, self-care for beginners. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say for idiots, but just for beginners. Definitely self-care for beginners.
why would idiots come to your mind?
You don't have those books, those professional books.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so self-care
Let's say
for
for
beginners.
beginners.
This is a good way to get
Yes.
yourself some ideas you probably never thought of that we kind of included in here. Some that'll be just generic, some for guys, some for gals. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And then once a week, we'll kind of recap where we are with our own self-care, and hopefully you guys will tune in.
And I think that's one of the, unique things why we've decided to do it together. Because Nate mentioned we try to come at it from a male and female point of view. I think a lot of times when we talk about self care, it automatically goes to the more feminine things, like getting your nails done and getting your hair done. And, men have mental health too. So
Facts.
uh, we wanted to make sure that we got it from both perspectives
Or all
and
perspectives.
all
We're gender
perspectives.
neutral here.
Oh, that's right.
So taking
You're
care of
right.
all of our brothers, sisters, theys, whatever your pronoun is. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself.
All right. So are we going to start?
Boom.
Boom. There it
Boom.
is.
There it is.
There it is. Hey, you covered my face, but that's okay. Hey. Bogus. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about our own self-care journeys, I guess, for this week. Maybe we talk about how the book works or
Yeah.
how we're following it. Let's do that.
It's kind of set up on a weekly basis every month. We have like a weekly affirmation
Mhm.
for yourself.
Mhm.
So what week are we in? We're in the third week
Yeah, but
of January.
yeah.
So just for example, this is I choose to love myself.
Hello. I don't have to wait for nobody to love me because I love
Love yourself.
me.
Yep. So
Treat yourself, love yourself.
every morning, if you kind of start your day with I choose to love myself, you say it out loud, find a song that says it, write it down. That's going to be your mantra for that week, third week of January. I choose to love myself. We want to set a weekly goal for exercising and kind of number it off of Monday through Friday.
Yeah. Take the weekend off, but you can choose.
Or take days off. It doesn't have to be the weekend.
It
Take
doesn't
your days
have
off.
to be weekends,
You know what I'm saying?
but take days off. You're right. But with your exercise goal, it's really just to get your body moving. So we're not saying like take a 30-minute class or anything like that, but set some goal to move your body every day or every other day, taking some days off. That could even mean just dancing with yourself.
Absolutely. We have a lot of tips in the links below to learn how to set your daily goals and follow them. It's real easy, especially with these interwebs and social medias.
Interwebs.
Yep. You can click on a link and get you 5 minutes of movement. Whether, like Florence said, dancing, choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator. If you work in an office building, parking a little bit further away from work instead of parking right in the front or using the valet.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different ways you can set your exercise goal and accomplish those goals. And we'll be going over some cool tips. But part of your planner is to set a goal.
Whatever that goal is, just set it.
And strive to hit it.
Yep.
And so speaking of which, today is Friday.
Okay.
What was your exercise goal today?
So my exercise goal, I'm actually doing it right now. I know,
Okay.
right?
All right.
I know.
Bro.
So I have a colleague who has waist trainers. So I'm wearing a waist trainer right now. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know if that counts
This
as
is
exercise.
a family show, ma'am. Okay.
I don't know if that counts. But it's exercising my core as we speak. Like I have to suck it in and all day and that kind of thing. So it's not really a movement goal, but that's my goal for today. I did also dance this morning when I got out of bed because I could not get up. I texted you this morning, like, what time were we going to meet? Because I could not get out of bed. So I just turned on my Rough Riders radio station, and that got me out, and I danced for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did that and the waist trainer. So 2 things. I'm multitasking.
Dang.
Yep. What was yours?
So my goal is to do a little bit of house cleaning.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
Who knew that household chores can give you that cardiovascular exercise that you need? But yeah, I'm gonna whisk the couch.
Whisk the couch.
The couch.
How
the
do
sofa.
you whisk a couch?
Yeah, you get your little small hand broom
Okay.
or brush,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take all the cushions if your sofa has removable cushions off, and then you get in there. We take the vacuum, get in the little corners and crevices. For those of you who don't know, I have 3 boys, so things could get really grimy in my house. so I can get underneath the sofa,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna work up a pretty good sweat.
You should
Get that
also
heart
wear
rate
like
up.
ankle weights while you do it, or like
Okay, so
wrist
she's
weights.
tweaking a little bit. This is my Friday exercise goal. Maybe we add some resistance next week. So yeah, take baby steps. This
Baby
is how
steps.
I'm gonna
Okay,
treat
fine.
myself to exercise on this Friday.
Okay,
So that's
fine.
my exercise goal. She's training her waist.
I am training.
She
It
did
is.
a little
It's
ditty
working.
earlier,
I
and
did a
I'm
little
gonna
ditty.
whisk
Yeah, a
the
ditty.
sofa. Whisk the sofa.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
There's
take
also
that.
some suggested activities we got here in the self-care plan that you can do. Try to take your entire week to get through that. So you got your daily exercise goal, we got your affirmation, and we have some activities that you kind of jump into. We generally suggest two. If you can get through them through that week, that'll be great. So
And they're just suggestions. So
that's it.
in the planner, there are also blank areas where you can put in your own
Yeah,
thing
sound
that you
something
want to do.
cool on
Yeah.
Pinterest or
Your
whatever.
self-care Pinterest board, you can just
TikTok.
write it in, check it off, and it's done. So we just didn't want you to have to start from scratch. We want to give you some ideas about how you can do self-care, and it changes every week what the suggestions are. We also try to change them with the season. So in the winter, some of your self-care will be more indoor things or warm things, as opposed to the summer where we try to get you a little bit outside more. And then lastly, in the planner, we have a place for you to take notes where you can record your self-care journey. So if there are things that went well, things that went right, things that you didn't like, things that you did like, you can keep those things in your notes and go back and review them and see how your preferences may have changed over time, or if there was something that you didn't like and you see it as a suggestion, you remember not to do that anymore.
Absolutely.
So
So one of the suggestions that I liked was making a playlist. Making a playlist. So a lot of us have the streaming music on our phone, and we just hit a playlist, so it just siphons through a bunch of songs. But this suggestion is for you to customize that. Go find some songs, write them down, and then go searching and put yourself together a playlist. We're 80s babies as far as when the decade that we were born in, but the music that we grew up to is the 90s, R&B,
Yes,
hip hop,
I
soul,
love it.
neo soul came out in the 90s, so that was
I love
big.
it. I
And
love it.
you'd be surprised at how good a mental space you put yourself in when you're listening to some of that nostalgic music.
Yeah.
Or if you have teenage or young adult children, you're trying to understand them better. You try to put together a playlist of some music that they're interested in.
We don't listen to that boop de boop.
Yeah,
over
that
here.
whoop-de whoop, that clampity clam, that boogity boogity.
I hate it. I don't like it.
Or
I
you
don't
can
listen
get in
to it.
touch with your roots, or maybe a completely different genre of music that you've never ever listened to. Put yourself together a playlist. But that's a cool thing to do for the week.
You mentioned different genres, and I think I sent you that video of Chance doing 50 Cent in country.
Oh yeah,
That
that was pretty
was
dope.
pretty good,
Pretty
right?
dope.
That's
Yeah, we'll
pretty
throw
good.
it in.
Yeah.
We'll
It
throw
makes
in
me
the
want to
comments.
listen to country now. Yeah, but I'll share it in the links and
Yeah, it was
stuff that we
pretty-
share. It was pretty funny.
Pretty funny, yeah. Yeah. Singing a song in a different genre is hilarious. You crack yourself up.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we should make a little board game. Note yourself. Oh, yeah, that's a whole different.
What?
Son. Boom.
That was good. I felt like there needs to be one more beat on the end of that.
Okay.
I feel like it fell short, but that's okay.
We'll clean it up and edit.
We'll do that.
We'll clean
Yeah.
it up and edit.
Yeah.
And then, so what was one of the suggestions that you were feeling for?
So I like the suggestion of try a daily yoga routine because I am trying to get just more flexible in general. And so yoga really helps with flexibility. So I'm trying to really find a short routine. I found someone not on Instagram, on Pinterest who I like who teaches yoga.
Savannah?
Well, she does not teach yoga.
Okay.
She teaches stretching and flexibility. And I do want to take her classes too. We'll put her information in the links below.
Shout out to Savannah. Go follow Stefana, fellas.
Stop. Well, I'm trying to get to maybe not that level of flexibility, but it wouldn't hurt if I could.
Oh, it definitely wouldn't hurt.
And but at least just a little more flexible because I feel like I hear my knees crack, and I'm not really old enough to be hearing my knees crack.
Knees ain't been kneeing like they used to.
You
be.
know,
Yeah.
like why don't knees be kneeing?
No,
It's
man.
just the worst.
Yeah,
So
man.
I think the finding something daily, like 5 minutes, that I can do and add to my routine because I'm starting to get into a more um, structured day morning routine. So yeah, I think I like that tip the best.
Are you starting to treat yourself?
I'm trying. I'm starting to treat myself. Look at that.
Man, every day.
Every
Best day of
day.
the year, man.
Every
Treat
day.
yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Every
It's all
day.
about self-care. So yeah, those are two good suggestions this week. If you want to get into your social medias or your interwebs and find you a small, quick
I
yoga
love
routine.
when he says interwebs.
Your interwebs. And then go make your playlist. So two ways you can treat yourself. It could be custom to you. And if you make that playlist, we'd love you to share it, post it in the comments. We want to see what you guys are listening to out there. And if you got some good suggestions for short yoga, send it our way. You know,
5 minutes or less. Like
5 minutes
just
or less.
trying to get it as a part. Really, as I'm putting on my face, I have some lags. So what can I do to fill those lags? Just like 5 minutes.
Choose to love yourself.
Yay.
Yep.
That's
And
this
then,
week's affirmation.
If you get a chance to, check out some of our lovely sponsors. As you can see, the links here. I'm gonna add the graphic and edit, I guess.
Oh, okay. Right. So you should be like pointing like
Yep. Got
this one,
Experienced EOs
right,
here. Got the
and then
Rejuve
right, and then we have
over here.
Big Wind.
Big Wind.
Yeah.
Go check out Big Wind if you're trying to get your telecommunication on.
Yeah.
Got the
So
Prolific if you need any type of educational consultation there.
all right.
So
Look at
thanks.
that.
Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We do. So I
That's
think
it.
that's it for today,
Yep.
right?
Until next week.
Until next week, we're going to record something different. We're going to update you on our self-care journeys. So we hope that you will come back and listen and tell us about your self-care journey. Why are you starting it? Have you started it? What are things that you found that you love to do as you incorporate these types of things into your everyday life? So
Yep. And you can visit Treat Yourself
podcast.
thepodcast.com if you want to follow our journey. We blog on there.
Yeah,
It's a
let's
video
put
log
the
on there.
link up here.
It's up here somewhere.
Yeah, let's put it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah, we're going to do that.
We'll figure it out.
3 words for you. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. What do we treat ourselves to? Clothes. Treat yourself. Fragrances. Treat yourself. Massages. Treat yourself. Mimosas. Treat yourself. Fine leather goods. Treat yourself. It's the best day of the year. The best day of the year.